Then as you have more time, you should find some appropriate mantra. Om Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Or Gayatri. Om Bhuvaswaha Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devashyati Diyo Yo Naha Prachodhyat. Whatever appropriate. Or the many Devi mantras. Ram mantras, Krishna mantras, Ganapati mantras, Hanuman mantras, Anjaneya, whatever. You know, find the mantra that's appropriate to your nature. That can be done a few ways by reading about the various saints and the mantras that they practice. And if you have some affinity for that particular saint, do that body of mantras. See, or you ask some teacher. See, like that. So, but just getting the habit of having mantra in your life. Mantra is a divine utterance. And if you incorporate it into your psyche, it takes the nature of your psyche and makes it like itself. Okay? That's part of the alchemy of mantra. It makes all of your psychic material like itself, which means sanctified. Also, mantra is a living vibrational door to the kingdom. So people are saying, well, I haven't had any experience with God. I don't know if God's there. I'm wondering about it. I hear about it, but I don't know about it. Well, you haven't set up the appropriate situation. By sitting each morning, or at the determined time during the day, and having a mala, you know, a simple mala, and saying God's name 108 times, or the mantra 108 times, or 2 malas, 3 malas, 4 malas, whatever you can incorporate into your day simply. It's creating a vibrational link to the kingdom. So you say that mantra, Om Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama, Om Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama, Om Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. And then you sit for 5 simple minutes. Because now you've called out to the kingdom. The next intelligent thing to do is be quiet and listen. See? It's like making a phone call, but not stopping to hear the other end. See? So you say God's name many times, and then sit quietly for 5 minutes and learn how to intuitively hear. See? Not hear through your psychological brain. That's not the facility that's being developed. You're learning how to spiritually, quietly listen. How to be still and listen. Why haven't you heard God? Because you have a very noisy head. You're thinking this, you're thinking that. You know, this impulse is overtaking you. No quiet. So you say God's name, which purifies and pacifies you, and then you sit simply for 5 minutes, sit quietly, and listen. Don't get caught up in your thoughts. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Don't get caught up in your impulses. Just quietly listen for 5 minutes. Whatever you need to know, you will be informed. In that little bit of time, heaven will open its gates and give you what you need to know that day. You will be informed. Your nature, your character, your insight, you will be informed. Okay? Really simple. Not technical. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. See? So again, that's a simple practice. You know, utterance of God's name, utterance of mantra. But you got to take it seriously. See? You got to take it seriously. How do you learn to take it seriously? Well, start reading biographies of saints and figure out how they became a saint. You'll find out there was either radical persistent prayer or a radical persistent mantra, radical persistent meditation, or any combination of it. You'll find it in all of them. All of them. So again, it's a heads up. If they've made this journey, don't you think it's a good idea to read their map? You know, instead of fumbling through on your own? Find someone who's been successful and get next to them. That's really simple. That's what you got to do. Whether they're current or in the past, they all leave, or many of them leave, a dialogue and a map and a process in which we can emulate. We can do their experiments, let's see, and find our own results. But you have to do the experiments honestly. See? So that mantra, and then see, just simple 5 minutes. Later on, when you want to play deeper practices, then it's half hour, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. But that's later, when you really got that. I want to do it. But you have to build up, build up, build up. You know, finding a favorite aspect of God is important. And it's actually sort of a fun search, especially in Hinduism, where there's, you know, the vision is an infinite aspects of God and seeing the sanctity in all of them. So there's many, many, many names of God. Thousands and thousands of names of God. So it's sort of fun to look at the different meanings and then learn how to chant that. You know, in the beginning, you're just sort of chanting with your head. But later on, this is a wonderful thing that happens. The moment you start to chant, you can feel it inside of your whole inner being starts to shake. It's really quite wonderful. You viscerally feel it. It's not just a thought. You know, it's an experience. It's quite lovely. So, as you just surrender to the mantra, its meaning and its potency, let it do its own thing, and it'll happen inside you.